Good evening. 44, the number of homicides this year. One more and will tie for the most ever in a year in Allen County.
Many of those killings are gang-related, say police. To show us what they're up against, the Fort Wayne Police Department granted us all access to the gang unit. And tonight, in an exclusive report, we're taking you inside a daily fight to keep our streets safe.
7:32 Friday, and a small army is rolling.
We use what's called a threat matrix.
EST takes the lead.
The matrix was over the limit, which required the use of the emergency services team.
The gang unit following close behind at the beginning of a bust.
We are allowed to search for weed, weapons, and phones within the residence.
That has been in the planning for weeks.
All comms are on Gang 1.
Under cover of dark and drizzle.
Getting ready to make the turn onto John Street, final approach.
It's go time.
Show gang unit officers and EST out at 1029 Tamara Gardens Avenue, 1029 Tamara Gardens Avenue. That's flashbang.
It's a different world we're living in now.
Why is that? What's going on?
I don't know.
In Gary Cabell's day,
We always used to box it out, you know, if we had any kind of issues with anybody, you know.
now it's bullets.
My neighbor's only 34 years old, and that's a young man to be, you know, somebody to come and take his life for nothing, you know.
Last year, his neighbor was putting his kids to bed on the second floor when a stray bullet found him.
You can see where the bullet went through got a little hole right there where the bullet went through.
Last month, just across the street, the city's 44th homicide.
Did that surprise you when you heard about a shooting over here at Weiser Park?
Yeah, it shocked me, you know. I said, wow, when is it going to stop, you know?
It should fit right over it.
We took those concerns to the men and women who are working the front lines. Police say many, if not most, of the city's homicides are gang-related. One shooting leading to another, a vicious revenge cycle.
We've got several hundred documented gang members in Fort Wayne, and those are just the ones that we have documented.
The gang unit is currently tracking more than 30 gangs, with new ones popping up and old ones changing every single day. A loose-knit family culture often based on drugs and guns, and it didn't take long.
They just called out there's a gun in the car down there.
To see what officers are up against.
22 short bullets in it. It's loaded.
An 18-year-old suspected gang member pulled over and packing.
It's easy to conceal. You can put this anywhere in your person. You can put it in your shoe. You can put it in your pocket. This individual ended up having it in his coat pocket.
So what's going to happen now?
At this point, he's being arrested for carrying a handgun without a license.
So far this year, the gang unit has taken more than 150 guns off the street. That is almost twice as many as all of last year. Many of them found in plain sight, hidden in takeout bags, in the trunk, in the laundry, handguns and assault rifles, and in this case, an AK-47 with a duct tape double clip. Police say that 3 men were on their way to kill someone when the gang unit pulled them over. Maybe another murder prevented.
We can only do so much, and we're doing what we can.
It goes well beyond traffic stops.
That's flashbang.
On this night, a carefully planned and executed raid goes down. One of the 370 documented gang members, who's a 2-time felon, was arrested. A car impounded, and 2 hours later, a box of evidence was removed.
What were they doing in there?
Basically just conducting a systematic search throughout the residence. And again, looking for those things that are identified in the search warrant.
Back at the station, a look at the spoils: assault rifle bullets, a bag of dope, and more than $2,000 cash. Not a huge bust, but that's not the point. It's all about disruption. All that counted cash can't be used to buy more guns or to fund gangs. Keeps them on their heels, police say. And then it's back out on the streets again, doing what they know and do best, but also knowing that they can't do it all on their own.
We've got 150 guns off the streets, but there's still a record level of homicides going on this year, so it has to be something more besides the police going out there and making arrests.
The department is looking for new ways to combat the problem. Just recently, Chief Reed and the gang unit met with the Ministerial Alliance to talk about ways that they can work together to keep kids off the streets and out of gangs.